um, Hi. It's my birthday today. So I thought I'd do a quick live stream because it's my birthday. But yeah. So yeah, no, this is just a quick live stream because I do have lots of work to do and I'm a little bit behind. But I thought it would be cute to just do a live stream. But yeah. So hello everybody. Currently there is only 4 people here, so it's not. I'm not sure if this is worth it yet, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Hello, hi. Oh wow. More people have joined now. Hello, hi. Thank you everybody. Hi. Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're wearing the same glasses. Oh, awesome. They're good glasses. I need a new pair of glasses though because my eyesight's gotten worse. But my mum said she'd get me a new pair of glasses when I see her next time, which will be in November. And I haven't seen my mum in like 5 or 6 months, and I really miss my mum. So that'll be really cool. Are you like my? Oh, I'm turning 19 by the way. I should have named my stream 19th birthday, but I didn't, and it's too late now. Oh well. Happy birthday. Oh, thanks everybody. But yeah, happy birthday to me. I smell like pee. Hello, hi. I'm 19. Yes, I'm 19 now. I know I look younger though. Yeah. You're Jared, you're 19. Yeah. Oh, bless. To the person who just donated, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. My heart. Oh, you happy about your birthday? Sort of. It's like, oh, update your Instagram bio to 19. Yeah, I need to put 19 because it still says 18. Do I play anything? Instruments? Yes, I do. I play the piano, the guitar, the bass, the ukulele, and I can kind of play the clarinet, but really badly. So maybe don't count that one. Slap the bass. Yeah, I don't have a bass guitar. I learned to play the bass on my dad's bass, so I don't have one. But I can. I often just play my bass lines on the guitar, and I'll be like, what is a bass? I don't know. Like you just sort of like you go. Wait, what was that? Wait. Yeah, so I just play it on the sort of top few strings of the bass, but it's not sort of like the proper. But yeah, that's sort of how I'm having to play my bass at the moment. But like, I would much rather get a proper bass, but I don't have enough money. And if the thing that I want to get is I like keep thinking I need to get a microphone so I can properly record music and songs and stuff. Somebody said to play Bad Guy by Feng Yi. Well, Billie Eilish, but Feng Yi's cover. I can sort of play it, but not really much. What have I done for my birthday? Not anything yet, but I think this is a bit out. Oh, someone's vacuuming in the hall. That's so annoying. I'll play it later. Thanks everybody for being so lovely. Thank you. Thanks. I'm not from the UK. No. Well, I was born in the UK, but I live in New Zealand, and I've lived in New Zealand since I was 4 or 5. So, yeah. Awesome. But yeah, no, it's my birthday today. Thought I'd just do a quick stream. You seem in a rush. Are you okay? Oh, I'm fine. I just have ADHD. What time is it there? About 10:40, 11 in the morning. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Yeah. New. I live in New York, but I've always wanted to live in England. Oh yeah, England's cool. I like New Zealand though. I've got a little bit of a cold, by the way. So if I'm sounding a bit funky, that is why. Hell yeah. I don't really know what I wanted to do for this stream, but yeah. You're nice to look at. Oh, thank you. ADHD gang, hell yeah. My eyes are watering. I've got like something stuck in this eye, but I can't get it out. I should play the ukulele? Okay, I'll play the ukulele. What languages do I speak? I only speak English, but I sort of, I know, you know, a few sort of like, you know, I learned a little bit of French in high school. And when I say a little bit, I just mean like, you know, your classic phrases. And I know a little bit of Te Reo Maori, but I'm pretty bad at that as well. And I only know that from school. And my pronunciation is terrible, and I'm trying to work on it. But, you know, basically, I only speak one language, but I want to learn more. Because, yeah. Te Reo, because I struggle to roll my R's and stuff. And that's how you do it. And French is a lot easier for me because the R sound just comes from the back of your throat. So if you're saying like a word, you just go like at the back of your throat. So like one of the, because there was a French song that I used to sing, and it was like vous me comprendre, and see the R sound comes from the back of your like throat, and I can do that. But then with Te Reo, it's like yeah, that's me trying to roll my R's. I'm pretty bad. But I am trying, and I've gotten a bit better. And like some words I find a lot easier to say, like whakapapa. I can say words like that. But as soon as you put the R's in, I'm like, damn it, it's a bit harder now. But I'm practicing. Do you communicate with English in New Zealand? Oh yeah. New Zealand. There are 3 official languages of New Zealand. English is the first one. New Zealand Sign Language, and then Te Reo Maori. But not many people speak that, which is a problem. And I think more people should. And I'm trying to learn. After I finish all my assignments, I want to do a thing where I learn a new word every day. But yeah. What accent do I have? Probably more of a British accent. But a little bit of New Zealand in there, but mostly British. Do I know any sign language? No, I don't. Well, I did know a little bit, but I've forgotten. Did I get some cool birthday gifts? Loads of people online did some really cool like drawings of me on like in my Discord and just sort of like in general, and that's so sweet, and I really appreciate that. So that's some cool things that people did. And then my aunt sent me like this 3D drawing pen, which is super cute. And my dad called me this morning, and he said that he would like deposit some money in my account. So yeah, we can make a word of the day in the Discord channel. Oh, that would be really cool. Oh, that would be so cool. So like every day when I'm, cause yeah, oh my god, that would really motivate me to continue learning. So like every day when I learn like a new word, I can put the new word that I've learnt in the Discord channel. Hell yeah. Hey, we can start it now, even though I haven't finished with like oh damn it, even though I haven't like finished with all my assignments, I we can still put it in there, and so we could put like a new word every day in the Discord channel, and that would be really cool, and then that will help me learn. Yeah. Let's keep reading. Oh yeah, people asking about my pronouns. They're they them, but I'm pretty relaxed about it. well, like I'm relaxed about it in the sense that if you just come on to my channel and you're like, hey, and you call me a dude or like a girl because you don't know, then I'm fine. But if you do it on purpose, then fuck you. But if it's just sort of, yeah, it depends on the intent. How did I know I was non-binary? It took me about 3 years of questioning and playing around with expression and, figuring out myself. Oh yeah, I know how to count to 10 in French too. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, something like that. My pronunciation is probably terrible and I might have mucked it up. But yeah. Who's in the background? I think that might just be shoes. There isn't anybody in the background. Yeah, my pronunciation is good. Oh, awesome. Any tips on figuring yourself out? Give yourself time to be, and don't rush yourself or stress yourself. Just do things that make you feel comfortable, and eventually you'll figure yourself out. Oh, hi, thanks guys. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold. So if I keep blowing my nose, I know it's a little bit gross, but that's just what I've got to do. The sculpture. What sculpture were we talking about? I'm so confused. But yeah, what do I do for a living? Well, at the moment I'm just a student. I'm at art school, but I have a few different like things I do for money. I am an actor, so I do a little bit of acting, and then I get a little bit of money from YouTube as well. So yeah, that's sort of what I do. Yeah, but I don't have like a proper full-time job yet, and I don't have enough time to get a full-time job, what with the other things that I do. But eventually I will have to get one. Where do I act? So I don't do much acting. I've only got one acting job at the moment, but I want to get back into acting. I've just sort of had a little bit of a break, but at the moment I am an actor for the sort of the university. What they do is they get actors in to act as patients for the medical students for their exams, so that the medical students will be able to like have interactions with real people, and kind of they won't go, so that they're safe to go into the field. So I'll come in and I'll be like, hello, I am, and I'll have a scenario. So and these scenarios can be anything from like they give you like this sort of like pamphlet. I can't show you what it is because it's confidential, but like it'll just be like a big booklet, and then I'll have to read through it and sort of like familiarize myself with the character, and then I'll just go in and I will have to act out that patient. So yeah. What's my dream job? Something creative. So like my sort of my dream job would be a model maker for stop motion animation, but I'd also like to do something with maybe like stand-up comedy or acting, but I also like music, but something to do with either art or like drama and theatre. Oh, bless. Happy birthday, my dear. I hope you have a great day. You're amazing. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's so lovely. Yeah, to anyone who donates, that's really lovely. And no, you don't have to, but if you do, that really helps me out, and it's so lovely, and I really appreciate that. Do I like Feng Yi's music? Yeah, I love Feng Yi's music. It's great. I've got to go, but thanks for your content. Thanks, Mo, for the content. You'll be great at stand-up. Oh, we'll see you. And I really love stand-up. I've been doing it since I was, so I did it for 2 years from 16 to 17, and then I've had a 1 year break, and I'm probably gonna go back into doing it soon. But I don't think I want to post any of my stand up on YouTube, just because I kind of want some distance between my personal life and what I do for fun and YouTube. But I have posted some comedy songs that I've done, because I do want to show some of my comedy. So like I do stand up and comedy songs. So there are some comedy songs on my channel that you can check out. One of them is called The World Sucks, and the other one is called PDA. So if you do want an idea of some of the things that I do, then you can see the songs. What's my favorite movie? I don't really have. I don't know. I like. Oh, somebody's saying The World is Sucks is amazing. Oh, thank you. And I don't know. I like a lot of films. It depends what mood I am and what sort of genre you're wanting. If you're wanting like a real psychological film, then I'll give you something different. If you're wanting like a comedy or something. And I typically prefer TV shows as well, because I have quite bad ADHD. So TV shows are easier to, yeah. Do I have a crush on someone? No, I don't. Do I like fantasy or horror? I love fantasy. I'm not such a huge fan of horror, but that's probably just because horror is a lot harder to do right, and it's really hard to make a good horror film. Favorite TV show, Merlin by far, just because it's sort of like my childhood, and it still holds up today. But if you want sort of like a more sophisticated show, I've got loads of other shows that I can suggest, but like Merlin's my all-time favorite, just because I watched it with my family when I was like 10 or 11, and I've just continued to watch it since, and it's just great. Merlin is the best show of all time. Yes, I agree. I'm sorry about my cold, it's so annoying. Somebody asked whether I sing at one point. I think it was a while back though. Yeah, I do. Singing's not my strong point. I like to I'm more of like a sort of instrumentalist, but I do sing a little bit. I'm better at rapping though, funnily enough. But I'm okay at singing. Timothy makes music, says bye Mo, had a good time. Oh, well, see you. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you're well soon, and don't forget to throw cake at strangers. That's right, throw cake at strangers. Hell yeah. Just reading the comments. My eye's really sore. I've had something stuck in my eye ages. But yeah. Mo, if you need vocals, I could help, since I've been singing for a few years now. Hell yeah! Hey, if you ever want to give me tips, like honestly, just flick me a message. At some point, I do want to start lessons or something, just because, yeah. I can tell, if I'm out of tune, but I can't necessarily fix it, which is really annoying. But yeah, no, my voice is average. Are you interested in reptiles, amphibians, or any sort of animal? I love animals. I'm vegan, and I'm sort of like, I'm very very passionate about animal animal rights and stuff like that. So yeah, I love all animals. But yeah, where am I from? I'm from New Zealand. I am from Aotearoa. Happy birthday. Want to make fun of Trump together. Also, happy birthday. Hell yeah. I've got my Trump comedy song, which, yeah. Are there any rap/hip hop artists you would recommend? I don't listen to much hip hop, honestly, but in terms of rappers, I really like Ren. Ren is like my favorite of all time. I always say Ren, but he's just very good. So Ren would probably be the one I recommend. But there are so many amazing ones. There was this guy that I watched the other day. He doesn't have Oliver Tree's great. He doesn't make the kind of rap that I usually listen to, but the song was just so incredibly powerful. Like the lyrics and the messaging, I was like, damn, like this isn't the kind of rap that I usually I'm into just because like the style of it. But holy moly, it was really powerful. Um, it was he was talking about how oh wow, somebody's just donated. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I give you my love. That's so sweet. Thank you. Uh, um, and oh yeah, going back to what I was saying, he was talking about racism and like he said his name and like how people don't say his real name because they can't pronounce it or they're not trying. So if anybody knows that the song that I'm talking about, and his real name started with a T, I can't remember what it was, but he would be like insert his real name, and he'd be like, that is my real name. And I was like, damn, that's really powerful. I need to go and find what that song's called because that was very powerful. Happy birthday, Mo. Oh, thank you. Should I watch Merlin? Oh, definitely. I love Merlin. Merlin is so great. Are we not going to talk about how Trump supporters are so cult-like? Oh, they really are. Oh, thanks everyone for being so lovely. Have you ever practiced extreme sports? Yeah. Well, I guess it depends what you mean by extreme. I've done a lot of tramping. I'm really unfit now. I haven't exercised all year. But I used to do a lot of sort of like tramping and cycling and snowboarding and like springboard diving. And yeah, so I used to do a lot of outdoor activities, like just sort of like in the forest, like wilderness stuff. So I used to do things like that. But yeah, that's that's sort of like what I used to do. I'm hoping that when I go down to see my family for Christmas, I'll do stuff like that again. But I'm very unfit right now. Am I into Goblin Core? I've never heard of that before. Do I listen to the Gorillaz? Well, I love the Gorillaz. The Gorillaz are great. I don't listen to them that much, but I do like them. They're very good. You have to. Oh, thank you. Lots of people saying nice things. Have I ever listened to Melanie Martinez? I know her, but like I don't really listen to her music. I listen to a lot of sort of more alternative indie music, I guess. Is probably more the vibes. Or like so yeah, I quite like alternative music. My favorite genres are like rock is like rock and folk, and then rap, and then pop. But like I'm really fussy with pop. Like it has to be a specific type of pop. But yeah, those three. Like rap, folk, rock. Like combine them. A good friend of mine is listening to Ren. I haven't looked into it yet because there's so much music I have to listen to, but I definitely put it higher on the list. Oh, Ren's my favourite. I love Ren so much. What's my favourite cartoon? I'll be honest, I don't really watch cartoons. I just never really did as a kid. Oh, actually, I watched Tom and Jerry, so I'll say Tom and Jerry. Yeah, Tom and Jerry. I don't know. What are some of my favorite hobbies? So my hobbies are honestly just kind of like the things that I want to do as a job. So I like being creative, doing art. So like making things. Like I made this guy here. So yeah, no, art, music, making videos, and writing songs, comedy songs, and doing theatre and stuff like that. Thank you. Yeah, I like the sculpture. Here are two of my sculptures. That's this guy here. That's him. His name's Herbie. He can. Yeah, he's like that. And then here's a sculpture. But yeah, there's some sculptures I did. Do I listen to Cave Town? Yeah, I love Cave Town. Cave Town's really good. Hell yeah. Yeah, I want to be like I want to do model making and sculpture for stop motion animation. Yeah, a lot of people said that he looks like Sherlock. It's not intentional, but hello. Yeah, Cave Town's great. Oh, happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday, everybody. I meant to say thank you for saying happy birthday, everybody, but I just said happy birthday, everybody. But it's not everybody's birthday, so it's my birthday. Yeah, Cave Town's recent song's really cool. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I came up with that method myself. I'm sure somebody else has done a similar thing, but what I did for the hair is I got some wool, and then I wrapped it around like a stick, and then I PVA glued it, and then once it had dried, I took it off the stick, and then I sort of put it on the hair, and then like I hot glue gunned it to the head. I think I described that really confusingly. Oh, it's somebody called Dee's birthday too in the Discord. Well, happy birthday, Dee. If you see this, happy birthday. I hope you have a lovely birthday. So yeah, the eyes remind me of Jack Stelber's sculptures. I don't know who that is, but if the eyes they're used by a lot of different sculptures because because basically that you buy them online and then you sort of you fit them, like you sculpt them into your work. So it's very likely that he uses the same eyes as I do, because quite a few different sculptors use those eyes. So yeah. D's nuts, JK. I really want to learn how to make a mini doll of myself like the one in Coraline. Yeah, so there are loads of videos that you can look up on the internet that will sort of that can help you. The materials that you'll need if you want to do something like I've done here. This is different to the Coraline doll, so but like what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, what you do is you get wire, clay, and then like stuff like that, and then you make it from there. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Happy birthday, Mo. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Congrats on almost 15k. Your channel's grown so much. Honestly, I'm really surprised. I never thought I never thought I'd get this far, but it's sort of cool because before I was a little bit embarrassed about the fact that I was putting videos out there because, you know, it was just a little bit embarrassing because I didn't have any subscribers and my videos weren't getting any views, and it was just like, wow, you're like making videos, but but now I've got like actual subscribers. If people find my channel, because a few people have found my channel from like art school, but now it's like it's not really embarrassing anymore because they're like, oh wow, I saw your channel, like hell yeah. And I'm like, it's still a little bit embarrassing, but it's less embarrassing just because, like, you know, I actually have subscribers, so it's not quite so awkward. I'm trying to read. You're trying. Do I consider myself an introvert, an ambivert, or an extrovert? I'm an introvert. I have ADHD though, and I am like, so a lot of people think I'm extroverted, but in reality I am an introvert. But I'm an introvert who has ADHD, and you know, I do care about my friends, but I need my alone time. So like I like I don't know, I like to hang out with my friends, you know, regularly, but I also need my own time. So like I live in a hall, and I could have you know, I could hang out with people all the time, but instead I stay in my room and I don't really talk to people, and I haven't really made many friends at my hall, but it's kind of been on purpose because I didn't really want to be hanging out with people all the time. Like when I'm at home, I'm at home, you know, I want to do my own thing. If I want to hang out with my friends, I'll go hang out with my friends, you know. But yeah, somebody's asking, do I listen to Jasmine Bean? No, I have not heard of her. Um, I'm not sure if I have ADHD or ADD, but both my brothers do, and so do my parents. And also I have all the symptoms. Hey, fun fact: ADHD and ADD are actually the same thing. They used to be separate, but they're not anymore. They're combined, and now because they're the same thing, there are just different subtypes. So if you have ADHD, you can either have a combined type, you can have hyperactive impulsive type, I think is what it's called, or you can have inattentive subtype. So I have the combined type. I'm both inattentive and hyperactive, but I'm more inattentive than I am hyperactive. So yeah. What's my experience been like growing up with ADHD? It's all right. Lots of people don't know that about the sort of like combinations thing. I always sort of, yeah. My experience has been quite mixed. I was bullied a lot as a kid because I was a bit all over the place and stuff like that. So yeah, that was, you know, it's been quite difficult. Yeah, well, it's actually been really difficult, and it's kind of made things pretty hard for me. But I don't actually wish that I didn't have it. Like, even though it's kind of made things way more difficult and sort of my life a lot harder, I'm glad that I have it because it makes me who I am, and it makes me creative, and it makes me, like, if I didn't have ADHD, I wouldn't be me. I don't think I would like the same things that I like, and I wouldn't, like, I just wouldn't be me. So even though it's been quite hard, I actually appreciate it. So yeah. Am I the only one who doesn't know what ADHD is? Okay, so ADHD is a neurological condition, a neurological disorder, and it stands for hyperactive. Wait, um, uh, hyperactive. Sorry, no, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I don't know why I forgot. Like, my brain like completely you know, just flunked out. Like, I know exactly why did I forget. Yeah, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. So it's like people. That was such an ADHD mood just then. Like, so basically it means that people have an attention deficit, so they get distracted really, really easily. But it also means we can hyper focus on things. So if I'm interested in something, I get hyper focused, and no one can, like, my attention can't be diverted. Attention deficit hyperactivity, so it means I move a lot. Like, some people have really hyperactive. I'm just a bit hyperactive, so it means, like, if you notice, I kind of move a little bit more. Like, at the start of the stream, somebody was like, "Oh, are you in a rush?" No, I'm not in a rush. I just have ADHD. So this is just sort of like, yeah. And then what's the next thing? Hyperactivity. Sort of, oh yeah, and then it's like impulsivity. So like I'll do things impulsively. And sometimes they might be a little bit inappropriate. I might say something dumb, and then people will be like, maybe don't say that, and I'll be like, whoops. But yeah, so those are some of the things that it affects, and also like emotional dysregulation. You know, people struggle to handle their emotions. So things like that. I just watched the first video of yours, clicked on your channel, and saw you were streaming. Oh, awesome. Keep reading. How did I choose my name? As a kid, my family called me Momo because my brother couldn't pronounce my name, but he could pronounce Almo, and somehow my name became Momo. And then when I was 15, I started doing street art, and my sort of like street art, like, alter ego, like, cover name was Mo. And then so when I had to change my name, I just changed it to Mo because I could pass it off as a nickname, and then so everybody in my life calls me Mo, even if they don't know that I'm trans and I'm not out to them, they still call me Mo, which is really good. I definitely lean towards the emotional dysregulation and impulsive parts of ADHD. Yeah. So sort of that's like that would be like the inattentive subtype, where it's like people who just get distracted a lot, you know, they daydream, they have trouble with their emotions and things like that. But yeah, so there are three different sort of subtypes within ADHD. And I have both. So I am on ADHD medication, and that helps me focus. I'm on something called Concerta, and yeah. Oh well, thank you. Thanks for joining in for the person who is leaving. What's your take on the stigma surrounding ADHD meds? What specific stigmas are you talking about? Because there are lots of different stigmas. I can talk about my experiences with ADHD meds, but yeah, what specific stigmas are you meaning? I think I have ADHD because of past experience leading to trust issues. I won't talk to a therapist. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's yeah, ADHD is it's a really hard thing to sort of know if you have, because if like a lot of I do, like a lot of people who have ADHD don't get diagnosed, but then a lot of people who don't have ADHD often say things to me like, I'll be like, oh, I've got ADHD, and they'll be like, oh, y'all, I think I have it too. Like, oh man, I just struggle to study so hard, and I'm like, that's not what ADHD is, but like, go off, I guess. But like, so it's a difficult situation. Like, it's really hard because of the because a lot of the symptoms, if you read it out, like struggle concentrating, it's like, oh, well, you know, that could, oh no, it wasn't offensive at all, Bailey. Loads, sorry, I didn't mean it to come off as like, oh my god, you probably don't, because that I sort of, I'm so sorry, that came off wrong. A lot of people who have ADHD never get diagnosed. Like, for example, I wasn't diagnosed till I was 15, despite the fact that I have really bad ADHD. Like, my ADHD is through the roof. Right now, I'm on medication. I'm on 72 grams of Concerta, but I'm still pretty all over the place. So like, no, that I wasn't trying to be like, oh no, you probably don't. That's not what I was meaning. I was just sort of saying it is a hard thing to know if you haven't been diagnosed, because so much of like the symptoms could apply to anyone. That was more what I was trying to say. So sorry. I need, yeah. You're completely fine. But yeah. So it is definitely, it's like, the thing is, like, some things, when people are like, hey, I have depression, and they have self-diagnosed, I think that's like the thing is, right, depression, that's pretty easy to diagnose, right? You know, if you're depressed and you haven't seen a doctor, it's pretty obvious if you're depressed, because like you're sad all the time. You know, like, I don't think you need a doctor necessarily to tell you if you're depressed, or if you're struggling like with food or anxiety, right? If you're struggling with anxiety, you're anxious all the time. If you're struggling with food, you're struggling with, you know, food, right? But with neurological disorders like ADHD, it's a little bit different, because, you know, there's loads of factors. So like, depression isn't being completely sad all the time. Yeah, I know. Whenever I say things, I'm like, I'm not trying to like simplify things. I have depression. I know that. Don't worry. I am I am not sad all the time. It's just sort of you know, it's just more like, yeah, everything is nuanced. You know what I mean. I'm digging myself into a hole. Accommodations for neurodivergent folks are so important in college. Yeah, honestly. That being said, please do go to see a doctor. They can help you get on the right medication. Honestly, that's sort of what I'm trying to say. Like, at the end of the day, a doctor is gonna know what to do. Like, I didn't know I had ADHD until I went and saw a doctor and got diagnosed, and I didn't get help for my ADHD until I saw that doctor. You know what I mean? Like, before, it was just like, maybe I have ADHD. I kind of fit the criteria, but I don't know. You know what I mean? But then like once I got diagnosed, it was like now I can get help. But yeah, didn't mean to call you out on the depression thing. Sorry. You're all right. What's my Instagram? Cops Hate Mo. I'm Cops Hate Mo on everything. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Cops Hate Mo. Yeah, if I look, it's in the description. I have all my links are in the description. I have a Discord server. I have a Patreon. I have Instagram and Twitter. The whole trust issues makes it being diagnosed hard for me. If I do have anything, yeah. So it's really difficult, and it's not like sort of a quick fix. So yeah, it is, everything is nuanced, and at the end of the day, I think, you know, if you think, what I always think, if you haven't been diagnosed with ADHD but you think you might have it, I think the best thing to do is look on the internet at things that help people with ADHD and maybe start trying to do some of those things yourself. So like, you may not have ADHD, or you might have ADHD, but either way, you're doing some of those things that can help you, because whether you have ADHD or not, some of those things might help you. Yeah, so it's like, you know, you might not have anxiety, but you might get a little bit anxious sometimes. And following some of the you know, steps recommended for people with anxiety is going to help you, whether you actually have like anxiety or not. So yeah, but yeah, I love your username. That's why I started watching you. Oh, awesome. But yes, it is. I do that with stimming. It just helps me calm down. Yeah, exactly. Awesome. I'm gonna do a video on ADHD at some point, because I have a lot to say about it. But yeah, can someone have panic attacks without having anxiety? Yeah. So like, there are many reasons you might have a panic attack. I actually do have anxiety, but I didn't used to have anxiety, but I used to have panic attacks because of my ADHD. I get sensory overload, so even though back then I didn't have anxiety, I would still get panic attacks because when I got sensory overload, I'd have a panic attack, or you might have a panic attack because PTSD, that's another one, or like autism. There are loads of different types of reasons somebody might have a panic attack, and they're not necessarily because that person has an anxiety disorder. But yeah, I think I think like the thing, there's the self-diagnosing with mental health and neurological conditions is really, it's a really awkward situation, because self-diagnosing is it is kind of, it's a bit yikes and a bit dangerous sometimes, but at the same time, some people don't have access to the doctors or medical resources. So, expecting everybody to be able to get a diagnosis is a little bit kind of, it's a little bit classist, and, it doesn't really recognise that some people are in different, socioeconomic situations, or just sort of like, mental states, I guess. So what I always suggest is, if you think you may have something, but you don't have a diagnosis, the best thing to do is just treat yourself like you have that thing, and like follow a lot of the steps that will help people with that condition. But don't go around saying that you have that condition, because that's where the problem lies. Like if somebody says to me, hey, I have ADHD, and then they haven't had a diagnosis, I'm like, yeah, like if you think you have cancer, right? You're not going to go around saying you have cancer. You might say, I think I might have cancer. I've got this lump. This is quite strange. I think I might have cancer, right? this might be a terrible analogy, but the same thing with ADHD. You can go around and be like, I think I might have ADHD. Like, I fit a lot of the symptoms, and so I'm just, just be wary of that. But like, yeah, so there's a difference between saying, hey, I think I might, I haven't got a diagnosis yet because it's really difficult for me, and considering my situation. That's sort of what I think. I think if you're going to self-diagnose, you should do lots of research and not tell people that you're ill when you have not been officially diagnosed. Yeah. I looked up all the symptoms for ADHD and hit all of the criteria. Should I see someone about it? I guess it depends. Whether it impacts your life or not. Like, I think, yeah, it depends. If you think that's something that will help you, then I would always recommend seeing a medical professional. Like for me, it's really having a diagnosis has really helped, because I have struggled a lot over the years with my ADHD, and just sort of like I used to get in trouble at school for calling out in class or distracting other people or not concentrating. Even though I was trying really, really hard, I'd still get in trouble. But it was just because I had ADHD and I didn't know, but people didn't understand me. So it was really hard. And then I'd get bullied because I was, I acted a little bit different, a little bit all over the place. And then I'd get sensory overload, and I'd get like big panic attacks, and I wouldn't know what was going on. I wouldn't know why I was like this. If stuff like that is happening and you think that getting a diagnosis for ADHD could help you, then I'd really recommend it. But if you're just sort of chilling through life and you don't think it will make a difference, then yeah, I think it just depends, really. Especially with ADHD, a lot of the criteria, you really do need to see a doctor about it, because a lot of the things are like, do you struggle to pay attention? Yeah, loads of people struggle to pay attention and get distracted a lot, but that doesn't mean they have ADHD. And that's sort of like a lot of things. A lot of people simplify ADHD down to just sort of like, oh, I'm hyperactive and all this stuff. But that's not necessarily sort of like what it is. But yeah. About the ADHD medication. I had a lot of ADHD medication can make you act like a zombie, and I really don't want that, so I'm just avoiding talking to anyone about it, because it's not terrible at the moment. Well, I'm on ADHD medication, and personally, I think it's great. I'm on it now. I took my ADHD this morning, meds this morning, and I'm definitely not a zombie. I think it depends on I think it depends on the person, because I've had some people who say, hey, I hate ADHD meds, it makes me not who I am. That's not what it's like for me. I'd say ADHD medication probably it makes me more focused, it makes me calmer, and it makes me sort of more put together. If I'm not on my ADHD medications, I'm a little bit more over the place. I'm more likely to sort of just blurt out the first thing that comes to my head. That can be a good or bad thing. I'm probably funnier when I'm not on my ADHD medication, because I'll say stupid shit that's just like, oh my god, that's like what? That, and I'll come up with like really weird ideas, right? I'll be like, wow, and then people will just be like, why did you ever think of that? And I'll be like, I actually don't know, but then if I go and try and concentrate on something, I'm gonna really struggle. So I'm definitely not turned into a zombie when I'm on medication. But I think it depends on the person, what type of ADHD you have, probably also how you process the medications. I tend to process like medications really quickly, so they go through me quite quick, and I tend to need higher doses. So for example, I'm on the highest dose possible for Concerta, and I also take sleeping meds because I struggle to sleep because of my ADHD. My brother went on the same sleeping meds. He took half a pill and he couldn't even get up in the morning. I had to take 3 pills to even get to sleep, you know. No, to even get it to work. Sorry. So it's different for the people, and I think you just got to try. Yeah, it's different, and also the thing with ADHD medication is if you don't have ADHD and you take ADHD medication, it has really weird effects on you. Effects that are sort of similar to like the effects you get from cocaine. So, you know, you really do, you have to be careful, and that's why ADHD medication is a controlled drug. If wait, there might be a something that will say the controlled. Oh yeah. So if you see on this, I'm gonna hide out all my proper information, but it says, you know, controlled drug B2. So like those medications are abused by people, so you do have to be really careful with your medication, and you need to be careful that you do have ADHD when you go on these medications. But yeah, I'm the way you used the bottom not to reveal anything. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing on it that will really sort of like reveal anything important. But I want to be careful. But I also want to talk about ADHD medication because I see so many people saying really negative things about it and saying that it's just horrible and it makes them feel like shit. And that's just not my experience at all. And I think all this negativity really does dissuade people from going onto ADHD medication. And these medications have really helped me. And the fact that people might not take them just because they've heard bad things is, you know, I don't like that's really awful. Like that's awful for me because I think, you know, when I took my ADHD medication in school, my grades went up an entire grade. I went from like a merit student to an excellent student. So yeah, Youngblood has ADHD. Yeah, he does. So yeah, it's yeah. Well, thanks everyone saying happy birthday. See ya. Au revoir. Kakite. Hello. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow to try and get myself help. Oh, awesome. Good luck for the doctors. The light's really annoying. It just comes in at the side of my face, and then I'm like, hey, I can get up really close. Hello. My eyes all bloodshot, and it's so annoying. Hey, I can play some music if you want before I head off, if that is something you would be interested in. I wish there were more celebrities that have autism that I can relate to. I mean, there's Anne. I'm not sure what her last name is, but she follows lots of gender crits. So it's like oof. Same with antidepressants and meds for anxiety. Yeah, I think there's a lot of stigma. Hey, that's another thing. I struggled with stuttering sometimes. A lot of people don't know this because they just don't notice it. And it's like I don't have a stutter. Like this isn't like I don't have a stutter, but I do struggle with stuttering because of my ADHD. I like my brain's sort of like a little bit all over the place. And it means I can struggle to come up with the words sometimes. So I'll say a lot of things like sort of, kind of, and stutter at the start of my words. So I do struggle with that sometimes as well. But like, yeah, because I've said about like the fact that I struggle with stuttering sometimes, and people are like, really? I have never noticed. And it's like, if you actually listen to me, I do. I think people just don't notice because I I've got quite a sort of proper accent, I guess, so people don't notice as much. But like, yeah. Things like that, and yeah, but it's not like a it's not a like it's not I don't have a speech impediment or like a anything like that, but I do struggle with sort of stuttering because of my ADHD sometimes. So that's sort of something. Some people don't notice because they only know stuttering from over exaggerations in media. Honestly, that's so true. People think of a stutter and they think of sort of like that, the sort of like really severe stutters. But there are loads of different types of ways that people can struggle with speaking. And there are loads of reasons why. And you know, ADHD is definitely something that can make it harder for you. Like speaking on the spot is something that I struggle with. Like because I do acting and I do stand-up comedy. Well, I've had a break from that and I don't really do that now. But I'm gonna go back to it hopefully at some point soon because I really like doing that. So I can perform fine if I've memorized a script, or you know, if I've written something and then I'm sort of speaking, you know, I'm completely fine because I know what I'm gonna say. It's when I'm talking on the spot and I don't know what I'm gonna say, that's when I struggle with stuttering or just sort of slightly stilted speech, just because I you know, I'm trying to think of what to say and my brain's going so fast I can't find the right words. If I'm just chilling with my friends, this doesn't really happen so much because I'm not really thinking about what I'm saying. It's just when I'm, you know, I wouldn't, yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm 19. I stutter sometimes. No one really cares except me, but my family often teases me about it. Oof. Not gonna lie, you always seem to be put together. Oh, thank you. Yeah, a lot of people say that I'm very articulate, which is sort of funny to me. I honestly, I think it's just because I of my accent. You know, my accent does lend itself to sounding more, I guess, put together and articulate. You know, when you think of somebody with my type of accent, you think of someone who is put together and articulate, which is a little bit, you know, there is some sort of classism in there, but this, I mean, this is just the way I sound, and I quite like my accent at the end. So yeah. Oh, hello Tristan. Oh, thanks guys. You usually start with your videos with hi. My name is Mo. Yeah. I don't know, because I never really knew what to sort of start my videos off with, and then I found that I started just saying hello, hi, my name's Mo, and that's how I introduce myself to my comedy sets. I'd get up there and be like, hello, hi, my name is Mo. Like, that was the introduction to every single one of my comedy sets because I never knew how to start. So eventually I was just like, hi, you know, hello. And that sort of became something I did on YouTube too, because I don't know, saying stuff like hi guys, it's, I don't know, that's not really me, or like, you know, stuff like that, that's not really me. But then like just saying hi, I guess, you know, hi, hello. Yeah. What instruments do I play? I play the piano, guitar, ukulele, bass, and I know a little bit of piano, but I'm really bad. Oh, not piano, clarinet. I'm quite good at the piano, not to sort of hype myself up, but I have been playing since I was 8, so yeah. Thoughts on asexuals? Great, hell yeah. I am might be asexual, but I'm 19, so it's sort of a little bit hard to know yet, but I'm probably somewhere on the ace spectrum. Ah, yes, Robin the space boy, you got it. Whether or not I'm sort of like fully ace, I'm definitely somewhere on that spectrum. Somebody said something about British accents make them happy. Oh, that's sweet. Have I ever owned a cat? No, I haven't. I'm actually allergic to cats. So if I was going to own a cat, I'd have to get an anti-allergen cat. So yeah, hey Spuds. Jamie is very cute. And very, I feel like actually calling him cute is probably a weird thing to say because like he's a grown man, and but I don't know, he's wholesome and very smart and like unproblematic, and I appreciate him. Sorry. Hello underachievers. Hey Noah. Noah's great. He's actually like really nice. We love Wholesome Jamie, yeah. Yeah, no, they are two sort of like, because there's like the trans community has terrible representation. Holy shit! But like, I might move my chair closer. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. You know, the trans community has terrible representation. But like, Jamie and Noah. Oh yeah, and Miles, the person who says Miles. They're all sort of like people who I think are really really good, and I'm really glad that they're sort of gaining in popularity, and that's really cool. Oh yeah, Blair White, fuck Blair White. But yeah, no. So people like that, I'm always really happy when I see that they're growing, because I'm like, we need more people like like them that are just positive. And you know, like I think for the most part, you know, people like Jamie and Noah and you know, there are loads of other people's Ash Hardell, yeah, people like that. They're far more representation. They represent, you know, what the, you know, they represent the trans community a lot more than people like Blair White. Somebody said, not taking sides, but why don't you like Blair White? So there are loads of reasons why I don't like Blair White. One, she is really, well, okay, she's really transphobic. You know, like, she's always putting down other trans people who don't pass as much. She shits on non-binary people all the time. You know, she misgenders trans people at one point. Blair White called another trans person he, like another trans woman he, because they didn't pass as well. And this is Riley Dennis. Blair was like, oh, you know, Riley's actually like, you know, Riley isn't really trans because, you know, he hasn't transitioned and stuff. And then Riley came out with a video being like, actually, I've been on estrogen for this long and I'm gonna get facial feminization surgery. I just wasn't talking about it because, you know, this is my private life. I don't owe you anything. And yeah, so it was just because Riley hadn't been passing as well. And so that's really horrible. And recently, Blair White released a video where, Cat Black. Cat Black is amazing. I really love Cat Black. She's just so real and so honest, and like she just speaks her mind. And she's one of like my favorite trans figures. I actually just love Cat Black so much. Samantha, I recently found Samantha. She's really cool too. She's like wholesome. She's just nice. But yeah, Blair released a video on this trans athlete called Janae Marie Kroc, and said that she competed with women when Janae had never competed with women. So Blair just sort of lied about her and slandered her, and she got a lot of hate for things that weren't true. And then Blair White's also like a conservative and spreads lots of really harmful, you know, misinformation about lots of things. So, yeah. Sam Collins, yeah, he's cool. I like him too. Do I have any fascinations with random objects? Not really. I'm not sure what you mean. I don't think so, but maybe. It depends what you mean by random objects. Somebody asked something about music at some point. Have I owned a fish? No, I haven't. Trying to keep finding. I can't find the music comment. That's all right. How long are you planning on streaming? Maybe only a little bit longer, just because I do have to go and do my work because I am behind. So probably not much longer, but I will do a little bit longer. But yeah, I can play some music if you want. Oh, we've got 98 viewers. Hey, we should try and get to 100 viewers. We'll see if we can do that, because I've never had 100 viewers on a live stream before, and that'd be really cool and really wholesome. I just went down as soon as I said that. I should not pay. I won't pay attention to that because I'll jinx myself and not do that. Do I like animated shows or anime? I don't watch anime. The only animated show I can really think of that I watched was Troll Hunters. People often say that I look like the guy from Troll Hunters, Jim. I think it's just because I have dark hair, blue eyes, and wear this jacket. I don't think I actually look like him at all. Like he's a like this skinny ass like dude, and I'm not really. But you know, yeah. Troll Hunters is great though. Troll Hunters is really I think Troll Hunters is sweet. But what if your a channel mascot was a blue ukulele? I'd have to buy a blue ukulele. I don't have a blue ukulele. I do have a normal ukulele. Mo, do you like Adidas a lot, or do you just get whatever clothes you can? So pretty much all my clothes I got from thrift shops. I don't like Adidas a lot or anything. This it just sort of happens to be like good finds I found at thrift shops. I don't buy clothes anymore because I don't have enough money because I'm a student, and also I don't need any more clothes. But I do, when I used to buy clothes, I would just buy them from thrift shops. And I happened to find a lot of Adidas clothes, and Adidas clothes seem to fit, well, jackets and stuff seem to fit me really well. And they're really good for dysphoria for some reason. I think it's because like they just sort of like make you look, they hide your body pretty well. The way you pronounce Adidas is everything. Yeah, apparently I think they pronounce it Adidas or something in other countries, but I pronounce it Adidas. What's my favourite film? I don't know. What if we knitted you a sweater? That's so cute. Oh, that would be so wholesome. You guys are so sweet. Well, I say it Adidas. Yeah, everyone's like Adidas. But nah, Adidas. I'm probably the one saying it wrong, but like I think it sounds better. I think Adidas sounds better than Adidas. Like Adidas, like the das, like you say Adidas at the end. I don't know. Non-binary sweater. Oh, you're so sweet. She said some bad stuff about the Muslim community and non-binary people. Since I'm Muslim and non-binary, she's a big no. Yeah, Black White sucks. We hate Black White. A lot of Rosa Dawn's viewers are toxic. Yeah. I hate Rosa Dawn's viewers. They're so awful. I went on a live stream with Rose of Dawn once. Rose of Dawn, like, although I really disagree with absolutely everything she's ever said, she was actually quite nice to me on the stream. But her viewers were not. They were horrible. They just said that I looked like a girl. I was obviously a girl. I would regret chop surgery because I'd be mutilating my body. Just a bunch of shit like that. Really horrible stuff. So I'm just like, she's another trans YouTuber who's similar to Blair White. But yeah. That's horrible. Yeah, it was kind of shitty at the time. I'm a lot more used to hate now, so I don't mind so much. But yeah. But yeah, I think it's really funny because she was sort of saying, oh yeah, no, like in like conservative people do accept non-binary people, you know, like if you were to come into a conservative space, they'd actually be accepting. And then I went onto her channel and then like all her viewers were like, ha, woman, obviously a woman, you just want to be special, ha, 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 and shit like that. And I was like, you know, that's not the energy I'm getting here. Like you said, you conservatives were accepting, but you know, that's not what I found. Honestly enough, people, also took the piss out of like the way that I spoke as well. They were like, oh, I don't know, making fun of, when I would stutter and shit like that, and just misgendering me the whole time. But like, I'm not actually. I was upset about it at the time. I don't mind now. I'm sort of, I'm used to the the hate, and it's just sort of a part of it, and that's fine. But I think it's a little bit funny. The hypocrisy be a little bit funny. I think we all had that phase in which we watched Blair White. I never liked Blair White, but I had a Calvin Garra phase. I had a massive Calvin Garra phase. Well, not a massive, but like I'd watch his videos and I'd be like, oh yeah, I agree. He's like helping the trans community, you know, like trenders, they be bad. Oh yeah, bro, fuck the trenders. That was me. And then I grew a brain, and I'd sort of looked in and did some research, and then I was like, wow, I have been a massive asshole. And now I'm a bit embarrassed about my old self, but at the same time, I was just an insecure trans person, so yeah. Do I live in New Zealand? Yes, I do. I'm from New Zealand. I was born in England though, but I've lived in New Zealand since I was four, yeah. But yeah, so I am. That's on character development. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I had a bad sort of true scum phase, but like it's all right. We're past that. We look back and we cringe. So if hey guys, I just want to say if anything ever, I always say this because I'm really worried that one day some person's gonna bring up some post where I'm saying some really stupid, dumb, true scummy thing, and I'm gonna get cancelled, and people are gonna be like, wow, Mo's like so shitty, and I'm gonna be like, this was from like my shitty ass like 16-year-old cringe phase. Like I'm not like that anymore, you know. So I always want to be like, I used to be shitty. I'm not anymore. Well, I try not to be. I'm sure I do many things that are wrong, but I try not to. You know, thoughts on Luxander and ContraPoints. I love Luxander and I love ContraPoints. Luxander's really cool. They're like, I think they're a really good sort of representation for non-binary people. So I like Luxander, and ContraPoint's just sort of like iconic. Hell yeah, 21. Thoughts on James Dreyfus? I don't know who that is. I have never heard of him before. But yeah. Wait, someone tried to cancel Mo? I don't think so. I hope not. Ever see your dead name in panic? Yeah, that happened to me just now. Yeah, somebody actually found, like, they doxed my dead name at one point. Luckily I didn't have many followers at that time, so nobody saw and nobody knew, but people actually, they doxed my dead name on Twitter. They created a profile where they stalked me. They found my old school photos. Luckily I've sort of looked really masculine for a while, so you know I didn't look like a girl or anything, but they found school pictures of me with loads of other people who went to school with me, and like the name of my school. They posted that everywhere. They posted my birth name, and said, like, made all these really gross threats and stuff. So that was real shit. That's actually been the only thing that you know, has genuinely sort of affected me about being online. But it's fine. Oh, I have 100 viewers now. Oh, awesome. Oh, hell yeah. I've never had that many viewers before. Hello. Oh, awesome. Oh man, I'm probably glad. They'll probably all go soon, but this is a cool milestone. Yes, I took a screenshot. Oh yeah, I'll take a screenshot too. 100 viewers. Oh, awesome. Wait, I'll take a better screenshot. How do I do that? There we are. I got it. Haha. Awesome. That was so cringe. Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. As opposed to the people who dox me, that it's stupid. But I'm fine now, and they got blocked and reported. Thoughts on Iceland? I don't know much about it. So yeah. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Yo. But yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything people would want to see from me right now. But I can just sort of answer questions. I can just answer them with my mouth, as opposed to some other part of my body. But I could also play some music if you want. I don't know. Anyone who purposely exposes someone's dead name is trash. Honestly, it's Mo what? Mo. Happy birthday from Quebec, Canada. Aw. Thank you. I nearly said happy birthday back, but that's not. That would be strange. Can we stab them with a butter knife? Of course. If you're talking about my doxers, then yes, you can. Hello, hello, all the people joining. I really appreciate it. This is very cool. But yeah. How do I get my skin so nice? Honestly, I do nothing to it. I'm really greasy. I think it just looks nicer than it actually is in the lighting. See, I got some like spots up here that I think the exposure is too high. I don't know sign language, unfortunately. Happy birthday. Hope you're doing well. Can you please play your ukulele? Sure. I will. Cave Town song. Hell yeah. Hello, people. What languages do I know? I only know English, but I know some like phrases in French and Te Reo Maori, but I yeah, those are I don't know much. Like yeah, like I just sort of I can count in both of those, and I can also like say a few phrases like hello and goodbye and stuff. Oh, Jake. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. You're like, oh man, like, thank you. You're legit like so. Just Jake. Jake is like the legend. Jake has donated so much to me. It's like, oh my god. I do not deserve such love. And I really appreciate it. Oh man, more people are donating now. Thank you so much. Yeah, like one day someone's just gonna donate, right? And I'm gonna cry. Like I'm just gonna cry because it's just so sweet. And like yeah. Oh. No, sorry, I'm fine. Oh, thank you. Oh man, but yeah. So what I'm trying to say is thank you so much. Uh, have you ever almost gotten outed by someone you trusted the most? Not just not salty, just saying it happens. Oh yes. Well, I used to have a friend who would do it all the time. Not to be a dick. It's just like she didn't really know that this wasn't a good thing to do. She'd just like I'd just be chilling, and then some new people would sort of join, and then we'd be talking, and then maybe the topic of like LGBT stuff would come up, and then she'd be like, oh yeah, like Mo, and then she'd be like, oh yeah, Mo's bi, because at that time I wasn't out as trans, but she'd always be like, oh yeah, Mo's bi, and then I'd be in the corner like, the fuck, like I just spat. I'm so sorry. I'm so disgusting. But yeah, no. She'd be like, "Oh, Mo's bi," and then I'd be sitting there like, "When did I say that you could tell this person that I've just met them? I what?" So yeah. I used to have a friend who would do that all the time. I'm not really friends with her anymore. I don't know. I don't talk to her. She's not mean or anything. She was just kind of like, it was like she just didn't understand that like people don't necessarily want, yeah. It's always awkward, especially when the person means well, because it's like, like I know you don't mean things. Kind of nerdy question, but how many elements can you name? Oh fuck, I haven't done chemistry since year 11. But let's see. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluoride, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, fluoride. No, is that it? Neon. Yeah, that's about as far as I can get. I haven't done chemistry since year 11. Because at school I only took I took biology. That was the only science that I took past year 11. So in year 11 I did all three sciences, but now I neon. Hey, I know, I'm sorry. I can't quite. That's much further than. Hey, funnily enough, I'm really good at memorizing things like that. I don't know why. Like my brain's always been really really good at memorizing lines and stuff because I'm an actor, so I guess that's kind of helpful. But like, for example, if I had to memorize my lines, I could do that a lot easier than other people could. So for example, like I used to listen to Horrible Histories as a kid all the time, and there's a song, and it's like All the Kings and Queens of England off by heart. I know that song off by heart. I can list all the Kings and Queens of England off by heart. I live in New Zealand. This isn't helpful, but I can do it. But yeah, I was born in England, so isn't a lot of Horrible Histories inaccurate? I don't think so. don't ruin Horrible Histories for me. Don't you have a periodic table on the wall? No, I've got a it's the periodic table cloth of swearing, so it's not a real periodic table. But yeah, wait, let me just list all the kings and queens of England off by heart, just because like I kind of want to like boost my ego a little bit. Here we go. William, Henry, Stephen, Henry, Richard, John. Oh fuck, how have I got it? Wait, Henry, Richard, John. Hey, Henry, Ed. No, that. Wait, fuck, I do know it. William, Henry, Stephen, Henry, Richard, John. Wait, Henry, Ed, Rich, 2. Is that right? Wait, I got this. I'm William the Conqueror, my enemies stood no chance. They call me the first English king, although I come from France. 1066, the Doomsday Book I give to history. So fat on death my body burst, but enough about me. To help remember all the kings, I've come up with this song. A simple rhyme and ditty for you all to sing along. Oh, William. There we are. Yeah, so William, Henry, Stephen, Henry, Richard, John. Oi, Henry, Ed, Fish 2, then 3 more Henrys join our song. Henry, Ed, Richard III, Henry, Ed again. Mary 1, good Queen Bess, Jimmy, Charles, and then Jim, Will, Mary, Anne of Gloria. Yeah, George, Will, Victoria, Edward, George VI, and Queen. There's 2 completely mixed. There we are. I know it. I do know it. Still, I got really sort of flustered for a second. I was like, oh no, have I forgotten it? Dropping bars. I can rap properly if you would so wish, because I was taking the piss there. But yeah, that was so stupid. But yeah. I should rap more. Sure. Hey, I'll rap you a proper song. Why not that? Just to sort of prove that I can, because that was a little bit of a joke. And I don't want people to think that I'm not good at rapping. Hey, I mean, you can think I'm not good if you hear me properly. I need to get a pick first. I've got my guitar right there. Where's a pick? My room's so messy, it's so annoying. Wait, I'm still here. I'm not leaving. Oh, I can see it. Right. Ow. My ow. Hi. It was over there before, I swear. Oh, I haven't found it. This is, hey guys, you can help me look. Well, no, you can't, because I won't let you see my floor, because it's so messy and it's actually really embarrassing. I might take off my glasses, because I'm long-sighted and it actually isn't helping wearing them. This is like such a journey. I look high, I look low. I bet you it will just be on my desk somewhere or on the floor. Well, it's probably on the floor. Let's see. Must be the most boring live stream ever. Hi, what did you do today? I watched Mo's live stream. Oh, cool. What did they do on the live stream? Well, they looked for a pic. Oh, bloody hell. You do not want to see how messy my floor is. It's actually, it's somewhere. Oh, is that it? No, it's not. I'm surprised more people haven't left. You have terrible taste, my friends. But the fact that you put up with this is quite endearing, actually. Well, maybe I'll just have to not use a pick. That would be sad. Maybe I won't use a pick. Okay, guys, we're not using a pick. Okay, so hi. I'm back. Well, I never really left. Oh man, I really want to find it now. Now I'm on a mission. You're enjoying this? Really? The pinboard gives me sixth form common room vibes. I do live in a hall. I've got like shitty picks, but like they're not gonna work for me. I need my good picks. My good picks. And this isn't good enough for me. Was that a D&D handbook? Yeah, I recently started playing D&D. I'm not very good, but yeah. Is it good living in a hall? I like it. So yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it is good. I'm so all over the place. Why can't I find that freaking... You have no idea how disappointed I am. And the thing is, it'll just be right. I'll finish this live stream. I'll stand up and I'll be sitting on it. So I joined to find Mo looking for a pick. Yeah, it's really high tier content that you get on this channel. See, we do great stuff over here. Yeah, okay. I've given up. We'll wrap without a pick. What class do I play in D&D? I'm a changeling. Wait, is that what you mean, or do you mean like the bard? I'm a bard and a changeling. Because I couldn't choose what thing I wanted to look like, so I was like, I'll be a changeling, because then I can just sort of choose. I always lose picks. Yeah, me too. Well, yeah, no, I do. Because my room's so messy. Like, you think my room looks alright because you can't see the floor. To give you an idea, if I pointed my camera at the floor, you still wouldn't be able to see the floor because there's so much shit on the floor. Yeah. Right, okay. We're playing Pickless. I don't know if that's a word, but right. Right, okay. Here we go. I think my thing might be in a funny tune. I'm gonna rap this thing called Money Game. It's the best one I know. Just got a tune. Oh, this is out of tune. Right, now you're watching me tune. There we are. Tune. Okay, cool, we got it. Cool, right. So here we are. Hopefully this goes all right. We don't need picks around here. Now my thing's not working. Ren. Money Game Part 2 by Ren. Okay, cool. Right, here we go. This is a fun time, everybody. Strange. Okay. Wait. Strange time of living, panic and hysteria. Poor man learn, the rich man don't care for you. Narcissistic mindset red like malaria. Sit back and watch the show. America, Britain split through fickle shit. A government of hypocrites. These counterfeit politicians sit in parliament, not adequate. Needlessly bleeding, resources all dry. Turn a blind eye if it means a pay rise. Oh, what a shame it would be if I die. If number 10 Downing Street burns in a fire. Only joking, only messing, don't be stressing. I'm a peaceful adolescent, there's no need to be unpleasant. Write my thesis and a rhyme scheme to analyse the brain. One my finger on a trigger of a money game. Money is a game and the ladder we climb turns us straight into a spinner with his finger in crime. I'll break it down for you motherfuckers line by line. This is business economics or a nursery rhyme. She sells seashells on the seashore, but the shells that she sells have a value that will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. Nobody wants to buy shells if there's loads on the sand. Step 1 must create a sense of scarcity. Shells will sound much... Wait, sorry. Step 1 must create a sense of scarcity. Shells will sound much better if the people think they're rare. You see, bear with me. Take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island. Stockpile them high until they're rarer than a diamond. Step 2, gotta make the people think that they want them. Really want them, really fucking want them. Hit them like Bronson. Influencers, product placement, feature, primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a shell, then you're just a fucking waste man. 3, monopoly, invest inside some property. Start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell, that will be your new philosophy. Swallow all your morals at a poor man's quality. 4, expand, clear forests, make land, fresh blood on hands. 5, why do shells weight limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6, guns, sell stocks, sell diamonds, sell rocks. So walk to the fish shell, the time to a clock. 7, press on the gas, take your foot off the brake and run to be the president of the United States. 8, big smile, make big wave, that's great. The truth is overrated, tell lies at the gate. 9, polarize the people, controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you because they all say your name. 10, The world is yours. Step out on the stage, show a round of applause. You're a liar, a cheat, a devil, a whore, and she sells seashells on the seashore. There we are. That is my favourite rap to sing in the entire world. Just so many great lines. She sells seashells, sell oil as well. Like, that's so great. And swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. Fucking bomb. What's it? She sells seashells on the seashore, but the shells that she sells have a value that will fall. Just those tongue twisters are just, they make me so happy. There is another 2 verses to that song if you want. Thanks. Oh yeah, that song is Money Game Part 2 by a musician called Ren. I'll play another verse because this is a great song. Strange Time of Living. Strange Time of Living. What's that? Strange Time of Living. Fuck. I need to remember that line. Strange Time of Living. World can put fear in hierarchy. Okay. Strange Time of Living. Strange time of living, world can put fear in hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interior. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie, their strike fearing. Where we minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships nearly. Blinded by illusion, choose, but who's fooling who? A ball chained to your shoes unpained. The pursuit of rights, but money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. Finger on the trigger of a money game. Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident if they want. Oh fuck. Dear Mr. President, okay, I got it. Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate. I haven't sung this bit in ages. Dear Mr. President, it's evident everyone's a resident of fear when they support these. Fear when they fear when they these ideas to keep us separate. I'm just gonna go with that. Look up the lyrics. Yeah, I need to get my computer out or something whenever I do this. I'll just do that. I'll just make it up. Okay. Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate, when they make us believe that everybody has come to terrorise you in the streets, they say proudly through gritted teeth. It's my right to hate, that's freedom of speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate, the way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, because us in the West, we are put in by the savages colonise all of the rest. It's called hypocrisy. Pledge a certain value that you never keep yourself. Your country was inflamed, you'd immigrate yourselves in a second, yet still you spit your venom. Demonising immigrants, really you're an immigrant, because all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America, it was colonised by Britain. Britain, it was colonised by Rome, which was also colonised by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people crochet upon the Germans? Because the history's pain. Yet we make the same mistakes all again and again. Demonise the whole people, Jewish and Muslim, the same and the same. Same old situations playing on the P. TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions aren't our own and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep. And then there's like something. I don't know this next bit. Hello. Yeah, that's sort of my favourite rap to sing. Or rap, I guess. There are some other ones I know, but those are my favourite ones. Oh, bless everybody. Didn't you rap this in a live stream before? Not that I'm complaining though. Yeah, I only know a few raps sort of well enough to do, so I usually just do the same ones when people ask, because I only know like I only know about 4 raps, so yeah, I have rapped it before. Hell yeah. But I know some Eminem songs. Someone keeps asking if I've heard of Hyperphantasia. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but no, I haven't. Feel free to tell me about it though. Oh, thanks everybody. I don't know any Eminem songs. Well, I know Eminem songs, but I haven't learnt them or anything. The songs that I've learnt, I've mainly sort of played. I mean, I know a few other ones. But yeah, what are some other raps that I know? this in ages. No. No, that's wrong. I don't know. Maybe I've forgotten it. Jay Foreman. Oh, I love Jay Foreman. How long have I played the guitar? Since I was about 13. I'm not very good though. I'm not. I probably I need to practice the guitar a lot more. But I'm better at the ukulele and the piano. But. Can't remember what was the rap I played. Money Game by Ren. That's it. No. That's it. Yeah, that's I need to practice my guitar skills. If you want, I can play the ukulele because I do play that a lot better than I play the guitar. My guitar skills are sort of limited. Wait. Yeah, I'll do the ukulele. The guitar I'm not so good at, but I do practice, and hopefully I'll get a bit better. Hey, well, we can plug the ukulele in. I'll play you this song, and then I'll probably go and do my work. But yeah, I'm much better at the ukulele. Yeah, this will hopefully be more impressive. Oh, do you like my strap? Isn't that cute? That's such a cute wee strap. Okay, here we are. Here we are. Let's turn this on. Okay. There we are. Okay, I'll play 2 songs. Pretty strap. Yeah, it's really nice. It's just like a cute little bout. And then it's like, I don't know, I can't remember that next bit, but hey, I'll play another part. This will be more. Okay, this is the most impressive one I can play. This is less soothing. Okay, here we are. I'll turn it up a little bit more. There we are. That's the song. Yeah. Right. Yeah. There we are. That's my favorite song I can play. If you want a full version, like a proper version, there is one on my channel. So yeah, I'll read some of the comments. Oh, everyone's just saying like nice stuff. Oh, thank you everybody. Oh, thanks. Oh, bless. Oh man, everyone is so lovely. Yeah, I love that song. Oh man, actually you're all just so nice and being like so wholesome. How old am I? I'm 19 today. I legit almost fell asleep. Oh, awesome. I like your art style. So there is some art on my Instagram. If you follow my Instagram, that's the place where I'm most likely to post art. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna start posting just sort of like videos of my art to my Patreon. If you are subscribed to my Patreon, there aren't many people who are. There are only a few. But if you are on my Patreon, I'm sorry that I haven't posted much on that. I've just been so busy. But I will eventually post more stuff. I'm thinking of sort of like documenting a lot of my art on my Patreon, but I will put some art on my Instagram too, because you know. So some of my art's on my Instagram, but if you want like more art, then my Patreon would be the place to go. But I want, there isn't much on my Patreon yet, but I want to put more on there. You play music and you draw. You're amazing at everything. Oh, stop. Oh, thank you. I'm at art school, so yeah, I want to be like an artist, or maybe do something to do with acting. But yeah. When did I know I was non-binary? I figured it out when I was about 18, probably 17, 18. Yeah. But yeah, I think I should probably head off now because I've got a lot of work to do. But I just want to say thank you for so much to everybody who joined this live stream. It was really, really nice to just sort of like talk to everybody, especially on my birthday. And thank you to everyone who donated. I think that is just so lovely. So yeah, and if you want to see some of my art, check out my Instagram. I have posted some stuff on there. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody.